Okay guys, welcome back. Today I was working on the NYG, so this is going to be a continuation of working on the NYG. Bodywork is boring and you really don't want to watch it because I really don't even want to do it. So I'll show you what we got done to it, and then I'm going to show you something we found, and then we are going to unpack our present. That's probably the best way to put it, the present I didn't ask for. Okay, so engine bay hasn't really been touched much. I started grinding down the rust to make sure the strut towers were solid, which they are. I'm going to need to weld that little lip right there, which is no big deal, and then I'm going to sandblast it. The harness is coming out, the clutch cable's coming out, the brake lines are coming off, and I'm probably going to pull the master just because we're already there, and the dash is coming out anyways to switch the harness and to get rid of that harness. So that's all there. The driver's side is done, or passenger side is done. Now, like I said before, I wasn't stripping it right down to bare metal. There was no need to. I'm going to prime the whole car, block the whole car. So I did make sure that I stripped all the old clear off and fix any of the old dents that you'll see. It's little dents here. Now it's going to be a little wavy because obviously you have metal, then you have primer, and then you have paint. And then so it's going to be a little wavy through there, but once I prime this whole side of the car and block it, it'll be pretty straight. So let's go around to this side, and if Jeff grabs the grinder up front. So what I'm going to show you in here is the wonderful surprise. So I got the back seats out to get the back glass out. As you see, we're going to have to do the headliner. When I was taking the tail light out, I saw that. So it's going to be hard for you guys to see, but you'll see right in there, you'll see that there's like 6 or 7 holes and then a burn. Okay, so what happened was, this was hit right here at one point in time, and it looks like they put some screws through it to pry it out. It's not that bad on the inside, so they did get a lot of it out, but they just filled it. So I know when I grind this, there's going to be a lot of fill, and there's going to be holes, and I'm going to show you this.
Oh God, I don't want to do this.
You gotta do it at some point. So there's the first hole. You'll see how the fill's still there and it's still there. So that's where they put the hole through it. They got fill all the way up to there for that damage. Oh, yeah, they skimmed it. So you'll see that it had enough damage that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a couple down there. So it had probably 11 or 12 pins. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to have to grind it all out and then start fresh. I'm going to probably drill those holes out and then just tack weld them. That way it's bare metal or it's solid metal and it won't bubble out, because it will bubble there in the future. So it didn't look like it was a bad job, but that's a lot of fill.
Yeah,
that's more than my Civic.
It's quite a bit.
See that it was getting down to just some putty through here, so I'm still going to strip it back and start fresh, but there you go. Now we have a quarter panel to fix. So like with any old car, you're going to find stuff. You know, back in probably 96, 97, that was acceptable. Let's face it, if this needed a quarter panel repair like that, you probably would have looked at 3 or 4 hours, if not 5 hours, plus the back bumper, and painting and blending the door, and that would have wrote the car off. So the car had to be fairly new when it happened, and it only has 70,000 miles on it now. That would be the reason why this clear didn't peel as bad as that side. So you'll see I am still stripping it down. It's a lot more work, but I am still stripping it down to make sure the clear is gone. That way we have a good foundation to start from, because it wasn't the base the issue was, it was the clear. So I did get the glass out, as you see, because I want to do this all as one and do it all properly. I did just set the fender in spot because we're not fixing the old fender. We'll keep the old fender as a spare, but we're not going to fix it. So we're going to get on the go. We're going to take the dash out, and then I will get the seats out, and then once the dash is out, the harness can come out, and then we can start prepping the engine bay. I like to prime it all as one because it's going to be a lot of priming. So let's have some fun with this. So now you'll see the dash harness is out, which gives us an empty engine bay other than the master cylinder, the throttle cable, clutch cable, and the brake lines. Now we are redoing the brake lines. I'm going to cut them off the master. I'm probably going to cut them down where they go under the firewall. The only one I'm going to leave on is the fuel line because it takes a special fitting and it's not rusty. So I'm going to get those cut, and then we'll undo the master, slide the master out, and then it's just a couple hoses, and then it's ready to prep. So without bleeding, because you always bleed on a car, let's get this part done and get that out, and then we can start getting this ready for prep, which puts us in a good spot. We can get this primed, probably today's Wednesday. By Friday we should be ready for primer. We can prime the whole car and get it ready for paint and get the next one in. And with like any old car, you'll see that there's leaves everywhere. So it's a good time. We're going to clean all that out. We're going to finish cutting off the brake lines so we can get them out of the way. And then it's just throttle cable and, well, throttle cable, clutch cable, and heater hose lines. So I'm going to clean up the mess, clean up my finger, and then we'll come back and we'll finish doing this part. You see on this side, guys, we have all the dents already picked out, and we have the hidden damage on the quarter panel grounded down. So there's really not that much left to do. Let's get cleaned up and see where it puts us. Okay guys, I don't know if this is a new video, if it's an extension to an old video. It's been pretty hectic around here. We're back working on the NYG if this is a new video. And if it's not a new video, well, we're continuing working on the NYG. So we did get the dash pulled. Oh God. We got the dash pulled, we got this set up, ready to go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to clean up all the rust. We're going to sandblast the rust, and then we are going to get on to the driver's side of the car, which we already have all picked off of dents. As you can see, the dents have all been picked off, and I did show you in the last video or earlier in this video the existing damage that we found right there. So I'm going to end up having to feather that all back, feather it into here. I'm probably going to grind out all the fill and just start from scratch, to be honest. So let's, I'm going to say have some fun, but it really isn't fun when you're getting into rust repair. So I think we're just going to get the blowgun. We're going to blow all this crap out. This is terrible. You see there is a little bit of rust in there. I'm a little nervous on that one. And down in here. And everywhere else. So, let's see where it puts us. So now that you see we got that all grinded off, we are going to spot sandblast all the rest, try to get it as clean as possible before we proceed. It's going to be messy, so I'm wearing a welding helmet to try to cover my face. So I don't wreck the GoPro, you see that what I'm doing? It's a little thin right there, looks like some body work. So I'm going to continue sandblasting it all and I'll show you guys when I'm done. So like anything in a home garage, the spot sandblaster isn't working the best, so I gotta wait until Jeff brings over like a siphon feed, like a little bigger one, it's like a 5-gallon one. So we're gonna sandblast that tomorrow. I still wanna prime this tomorrow. So my plan is let's bang out all these dents on this side. And then that way, tomorrow, all I have to do is sandblast it. Looks like I have to put a couple patches in that engine bay. I'll show you guys that later. And then we can do that tomorrow, and then we can just tape up the windows, prime the whole car. So it shouldn't be that terrible. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna shut this door. We're gonna take this mirror off. We're going to bang out these dents in here. Now this side has already been painted at one point in time. I missed a dent right there. I can see it. I don't know if you can see it right there, which I need to feather that out anyways. This is why the whole point of this car is I'm going to prime the whole car, I'm going to block the whole car, and to be honest, I'm going to reprime the whole car. It's a lot of work, but, well, just in case, well, I won't reprime the whole car twice. If I miss any dents, then I can just reprime those dent areas. So what we're going to do is we are going to get this mirror off, get this door shut all the way, and then we are going to get working on it. So what I was saying beforehand was, let me show you. The other side, if you followed this, was all peeling everywhere. This side, you got a little bit of peel up here, probably up here, a little bit of clear up here. Now, what I would guess is this side was fixed and they blended up into the quarter panel. That's why the clear is peeling up here. So I'm going to feather it all back. I don't know if I'm gonna strip the whole quarter panel due to the fact is it's been painted before, but let's see what it gives us. I think that's the best bet. Okay, so now that all the tedious work is done, glass is out, dents are fixed, everything's sanded, except for the bottom part where I need to light down, we're gonna end the video. So let me show you. Fenders in spot, there's a dent there. I haven't done any dent stuff on this side other than picking them out. I fixed the dent that was here from the inside, kind of hard to get at, and then I got that all prepped. So tomorrow, which we'll do, maybe do a video on, maybe not. Bodywork sucks, guys, so showing you guys, I don't think you really want to watch that. If you do, leave a comment and I'll do it. But tomorrow we're going to finish off the bodywork, and then Wednesday we're going to prime. If you're new to the channel, guys, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and we'll definitely catch you on the next one.